Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Raha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Banyasharala of the Lions Den Camp, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Banyasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. And today I'll be coming out with a lesson. The title of this lesson is "The night is far spent, the morning is soon to come." Because as you know, this whole entire rulership, this wickedness that is on the earth, it is far spent. But the morning is soon to come. See, right now we're still under a wicked system. We're still under a wicked rulership. And right now we're in the night. But it is far spent, meaning that it ain't going to last forever. It has an end. And it says the morning is soon to come. And what is the morning? The redemption, the showing up of Yahweh Shai and the heavenly host, and the redeeming and the salvation of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, which are the children of Israel, the Israelites of the Bible, which this information has been hidden, but it is now being brought out by the power and spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Shai. But nonetheless, the night is far spent, and the morning is soon to come. And that morning, again, that morning is the kingdom. That morning is us being established back on top as a nation, as we originally were. A kingdom with no end, a kingdom that's established in righteousness. A paradise. So the morning is soon to come. The night is far spent. But see, once that morning comes, i.e., when the salvation comes, guess what? That's gonna be eternal. Ain't no more nations gonna get up above us very high. We're not gonna be oppressed by any other nations. They're not gonna be able to take us out of our power. They're not gonna be able to take us from our power. They're not gonna be able to do anything. As the scriptures say, the heathen were envying. They said they're gonna want to do something, but roughly paraphrase, but they're not gonna be able to. But we'll bring out a few scriptures and end it. Okay, this is Luke chapter 21, and I'm gonna start at verse 25. It says, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, Salakia, the sea and the waves roaring." So it says they're going to be signs in the sun and in the moon, and we see that. You have the sun with the coronal mass ejections. You have these sunspots and different things, solar flares and stuff like that, and it's affecting the earth. And it says, and in the moon, how many blood moons have we had? A blood moon is a sign of a time to come. So we have had signs, and the Lord says there shall be signs. So there have and will be continuing to be more signs in the heavens. But it says here, and there shall be what? In the sun, there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. And upon the earth distress. And right now it's a lot of distress in the earth at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Distress of nations. Look at these nations. That's a distress. You got a war going on. These nations are being distressed. They're being increasingly more distressed. And it's with perplexity. I mean, it's perplexing them. They really don't even understand why it's happening. But it is through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai that these things are happening, because the Lord spoke it. And whatever he speaks, it's going to happen. It's not going to return unto him void. It's going to accomplish that which he set it out to accomplish, that which he pleases. So right now, yeah, we have signs in the sun and the moon. We have the chariots on a regular basis that's being spotted. Those are signs that let us know that the morning is soon to come and the night is far spent. Verse 26, it says, "Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall shall be shaken. So men's hearts are failing them. They seeing these signs and these wonders, and guess what? They being afraid. But when it really kick up, that's when that's when men are gonna you're gonna have jokers dropping dead from heart attacks because they so afraid of what's going on. That's why it says, and it said men's hearts failing them for fear. It's gonna get to a point where things gonna saying in this night it's gonna get so bad to people are literally gonna be dropping dead from heart attacks and fear because of the things that they see that are coming on the earth, the judgment, the level of judgment that they're gonna be dying. People are gonna be just like they like the saying goes, giving up the ghost. They're gonna be dying for the things that they're gonna see. And it says, and then it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. That's just talking about destruction, judgment. We all know what that judgment is. ICBM. That's the ultimate judgment. The last I would say the solidifying of the night being ended. Or being ended and the morning to come. Which means Israel gonna be lifted up and put back in a righteous position in a high state or lofty, whatever word you want to use, but we're gonna be put back in our rightful position in the morning when the morning comes, which is the kingdom. Verse 27. It says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And this is talking about Yahweh Shai. He's the Son of Man that's going to be coming in a cloud. That cloud is a chariot, what they like to call UFOs. And he's going to show up with the heavenly host. You can take this and go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. You can also hit 2nd Esdras chapter 13 and start at the top. So when it says, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming, meaning when it's time for this night to really truly be over, before the night over, we're gonna see Yahweh Shai. We're gonna see him and the heavenly host. We're gonna see them chariots. And he's gonna come with what? Power and great glory. So the Lord showing up, and he's gonna have a grand entrance. You know Jake like to make an entrance. So he's gonna have a grand entrance when he shows up. And even in that, guess what? People are that's gonna be for those who don't understand, that's gonna be a frightful sight. It's gonna be a very frightful sight. But the signs and the wonders that we see now are indications that the night is far spent. But when Yahweh Shai show up, that's gonna be the end of the night and the beginning of the morning that is soon to come. We just have to be patient. Verse 28, it says, when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So when we see these things happening, when we see these other nations fighting with each other, when we seeing signs in the heavens, in the sun, in the moon, in the stars, when we're seeing the chariots, guess what? We are to look up and lift up our heads. Why? Because our redemption draweth nigh, meaning the morning is soon to come. These things now that we see now, these manner of prophecies that are popping off are happening. It is just an indication that the night is far spent. The night don't last forever. Let's continue. Let's go to Salakia. Let's go to Romans chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 11. It says, and that, knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So this is what we tell our people. We tell them you got to know the times. It's high time to wake out of sleep. Why? For our salvation is nearer than we once believed. The morning is soon to come. The morning is soon to come. So it's like, wake up, pay attention. Look up, because our redemption is coming. Right now, we still in the night, but it is far spent. See, verse 12. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. So it is time for the day of the morning to come in. righteousness, the kingdom of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Again, it says the night is far spent, the day is at hand, meaning redemption, salvation. It says, let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. So we must cast off the things of this world. And we tell our people this. This is why the men of the Lord go out to the highways and the byways week in and week out. We telling our people, letting it be known. Cast off therefore the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Put the truth on, put on the whole armor. Grab your sword, the breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation. Have your loins girded and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel. Have your shield so that you can quench the fiery darts, the wiles of the devil, and have what? The sword, i.e. the scriptures, the truth of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, so that you can fight. You must put on the armor. Ready yourself for the morning that is soon to come. This is what we tell our people. Again, verse 12 of Romans, Salaki, if I didn't say it, Romans chapter 13, verse 11. 12, Salaki, verse 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not rioting in drunkenness and not chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And it says, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lusts thereof. So it says, let us walk honestly as in the day. We got to walk upright. We got to walk righteously. We got to walk according to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. We can't walk in rioting and drunkenness or in chambering and wantonness. These are the things that are of the night. These are the things that are not of the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. We're not supposed to walk in strife and envying. Those things you must put off. They are the works of darkness. You got to put that stuff off, because the morning is soon to come. It says, but put ye on Yahweh Shai. You gotta take and lock yourself up with the chains, the manacles of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, this truth. You know what I'm saying? And it says, make not provision for the flesh, meaning don't fulfill the lusts of the flesh. Don't become riotous in the night. But just a little quick lesson that lets you know the night is far spent and the morning is soon to come. Shalom.